Welcome. Welcome to Sky Children of the Light. I am about to do my daily tasks. Just 1 second. Let's see if I've gotten any candles from anybody. Yes. All right, let's pick up our daily tests. And get our candles in town. Now, their 7th anniversary is actually coming up and going to be starting on the 3rd. So there will be stuff going on at that time, and I'll go check Avery and the other area out that you have to have a cape actually to go to. Those 4 visiting spirits are still here. Okay, and there is going to be a black crystal today over in the Vault of Knowledge, in the Little Princess area at the desert. But that has not started because the crystals are not above the gate. The regular daily quests today are going to be in the oh goodness, I can't even think right now. In this gate. Let's see what we have. We got to meet up with the cackling cannoneer in the graveyard. Okay. So that is going to be one of our quests there. We need to melt 10 darkness, face the dark dragon, and a high five a friend. Okay, so a couple of them we don't need to do in a specific area. You can high five anywhere. But we will melt 10 darkness. Hopefully they've left me some to melt. Now, are we back to our regular candles? So I don't see any candles in this area. So we might not have the double candles anymore because they have been putting 2 there. And since they didn't, we might be back to regular candles, just 4. All right. Welcome. This is Sky Children of the Light. I'll go over here and see if I can melt some darkness over here. And we will have to face the dark dragon today as one of our daily tests. There's one of our candles. There's some darkness to melt. All right, and we'll fly over here, see if there's a candle over here. And it looks like there is. All right, there's our second candle. And there's some more darkness to melt. And there's that daily task of melting the darkness. There's our third candle. Right there. We should have just one more candle if it is the regular candles. Oh, there's still going to be more because that's 4 and here's one up here. So that's 5. There'll be 3 more then. All right, there is the 6th candle. Okay. There's one up here on top of these pipes. That's number 7. And there probably is one by the gate or the door to the Dark Dragon. Melting darkness or lighting candles gives you wax, and that wax you turn into candles. You forge them to make candles. And that is your currency in this game, is the candles. I guess we'll help them melt this stuff over here. They're doing a large call which will knock the crabs over so the crabs don't hurt you. And people use that call which will knock the crabs over so the crabs don't hurt you. And people use that call to call each other in game if they need help. That call to call each other in game if they need help. Get this wax there. There we go. Now we've got all those, so we will head on in. Oh, that's one over here. That one may have been one I had already gotten. That was 8. Okay. And now we're going to face the Dark Dragon. All right. And here we go. Thank you. I appreciate you liking the live. Have you ever played Sky Children of the Light? This is a MMO and it's a multi-platform game. So it can be played on several different types of platforms like cell phone, computer. It can be played on PS4 or PS5. It's just different ways to play it. The dragon is there, but I like to hide behind this stone over here to see him. So he'll be back in just a second. I'll melt this real quick before I see him. Okay. If you have to do this quest, it is easier to come behind this big stone here and just stand on this stone until he sees you. Which he's almost there. There he is. Now you saw me. And then you just hide behind here and then he can't see you. So when you have to face the Dark Dragon, which he looks like a krill, some call them krills, it's easier to hide behind that stone right there. Because he will unalive you if he hits you long enough. Every time he hits you, you'll lose like 5 wing lights if you can't get out of the area, and it injures you badly. All right. And I think the cannoneer is over here that we got to see. as we're going to have to relive his memory. There, that's the one we need to see right there. And he wants us to throw him on the cannon. Or he wants me to, okay, get in there. There we go. And we're going to high five him. And that will do the high five a friend also. And then there is the hand in his quest. So that is all of the quests for today. So that was pretty easy. 2 of them we finished just with him. So we will go hand this quest in. And we will gather the daily candles today. Which, since it still has double candles, we will get 8 of the blocks in the Vault of Knowledge. Alright, hand these in. Oh, I didn't hand them all in. There we go. You can either click on them or you can just bow at them to hand quests in or to pick them up. And after your quests are done, you can get the daily cinnamon roll by sitting there, which gives you wax, which is currency. Alright, and our candles are going to be in the Vault of Knowledge. Sometimes there's one hidden right here behind you, which there's not today. There are specific spots that they put these candles in, but they move them around, so it may not be in the same spot every time. And if you have to go to the Black Shard event, it would be right through this little area right here, and you would go find the prince that has the rose. It's a little prince's area, and that's where the Black Shard is going to be in a little bit. They already had the first landing. The shards, when they come, land 3 times a day. The first one has already been. We're waiting on the second shard event to start. And they last for about 4 hours. Alright, there was one of the candles. There's one right there. So that's the second one. Basically look in this area first. There's the third one. Someone just lit. Okay. Just making a circle. Okay, so all of those are done. Now we're going to go on the elevator and get the other 5. Okay, he's getting that one. Well, I thought he was. Okay. Welcome. This is Sky Children of the Light. This is an MMO game that can be played on multi-platforms together. Alright, our 4th candle is back here. This candle is always here, it doesn't count. Here's our 5th candle for today. So we've got 3 more. And they already opened this up, so we can just gather that one real quick and go to the next floor of the vault. Alright, let's light these lanterns so that we can go. Oh, they're lighting that one, so we'll go over here and light this one. There we go. Somebody else lit the last one. So we have 3 more to collect. And this is the daily candle run. And if the black shard starts before I finish this, then we will go ahead and collect the black shard as well. It's the easier to do than the red shard, but the black shard you only get candle wax as your reward. The red shard you get Eden candles, which are another form of currency. That the only way you can get those is either by doing the red shard event or going to Eden once a week. It resets every Sunday. There's our candle right there. I'm just gathering the wax in here. Alright, now we gotta relight all of these. Got one more to light over here. There we go. Now the lanterns have come down once you light these 3. And then light those little lanterns and we'll be able to go to the next floor of the vault. And those people, I guess, are just going to sit there and wait for someone else to light it. Alright, there we go. I do love flying in this game. It's one of my favorite things about the game, is being able to fly. And I like that you don't have to battle constantly. This game actually doesn't have PvP or battles against monsters. The only thing you do in this game basically is to avoid the dark dragons, which we just did a second ago. Although we had to face him, you normally avoid him. Let's see. Okay, they've lit the lanterns off of the light creatures. So we'll just finish collecting the candles. Oh, wait a minute. I did not see the candle. Normally there's a candle, yes, back here. That would be our 6th one right there. Okay, so we have 2 more to collect. All right, we'll light these candles. Somebody's already lit these. All right, and then there is a candle cake over here. We'll grab right there. And then we're going to go straight across to the platform on the other side. There'll be candles there, and then above that spirit behind there, there will be a large cake also, a little higher up towards the end area. Right there. And instead of climbing all of the rocks, I just try to go straight up to the top. Right here. All right. And then we are done in this area, so we're going to fly back down and go to the last two areas. The next area will have no candles or anything. So we'll basically just light the lanterns on the huge light creature if it's not already lit. And then we will go straight to the temple area, which the last two candles will be hidden there. And in this area, when you come in here, behind the rib right there will be a wing light if you need the wing light in this area. But we are going to, there's our light creature. Oh, somebody's already lit all 4 candles. They're headed down. So we will just go back over here and go to the last area. Okay, come on, light up. I'm not sure why it's not working. Wasn't working for him either. Maybe fly away for a second and try again. There we go. If it does it, just fly away a little bit and then try coming back. Sometimes it does it if you're sitting on the platform when it starts. All right. And you can either sit here and wait for it to climb slowly all the way up, or you can just go out here and wait for one of these light creatures to pass by, and they will actually carry you up. There comes one. There we go. He got me. Now we'll just ride him all the way to the top. Alright, I'm close enough now. I should be able to make it up here. There we go. There's our 7th cake. Gather these candles. And the 8th one will be up here near the top on the left where the stairs are. Alright, there's our last candle cake right there. We'll gather these. And there'll be a regular candle cake behind the altar. There we go. Alright, that takes care of that. And we'll go back to Avery. Welcome to Sky Children of the Light. Alright. I will show you where to go since it has not started the event yet. I'll show you how to get there. When you come through the Vault of Knowledge, you'll come over here to the left. And you do have to have a Vault Spirit to be able to get through here. You have to have one. Alright, and when you come through, you'll go straight across to the Little Prince. These are all past events that are in here. And this is the Little Prince's past event. And at the Rose, he will have a quest line for you to do. It's called Sky Children of the Light. It is an MMO game that is also a multi-platform game. You can play with people on PS4, PS5, cell phones, computers, etc. You can use multiple platforms to play. I love this game. It's not like most MMOs that are pew-pew type games, you know, that you have to fight other players or other characters. The only thing you avoid in this game is a dark dragon, which people call the Krill. And this Rose will have your quest line for this area, which I've already completed the whole quest line. The very last quest for this will actually take you to Eden, and you have to save the little prince in Eden. He'll be a statue that you have to light up in Eden. But this is where the Black Shard event will be. It could be over here to the right or to the left. They move it around in the area, so I'm not sure where it will be when it lands. Could be over by the clouds, close to the jellyfish cave. But it will be somewhere, or close to the garden, straight ahead. It will be somewhere right here. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to be yet, though. But I do like this game because, to me, it's refreshing not having to do an MMO where you're constantly battling creatures and stuff. You can play with your friends. All these players, like this person, are players that you can make friends if you want to. If you have friends in game, I have friends that will ride on my shoulders. You can actually stack up to 8 people, I think, on each other's shoulders. And one person fly everybody around. It's a lot of fun. But, all right. But I thank y'all for coming. That is going to be it for today until this lands, and I'm not sure when that's going to start. So I want to thank you for coming by, and y'all have a blessed one.